Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. That is the secret hidden in plain sight. That is the rhythm of champions. That is the law of survival. Not perfection. Not never failing. Not endless winning. But learning to lose quickly. Losing without excuses. Losing without delay. Losing without staying down. Because the real enemy is not loss. The real enemy is staying on the ground. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people don't know how to lose. They think losing is final. They think losing means they are broken. They think losing means they should stop. And so when they fall, they stay down. They spend days, months, years replaying the loss. They drown in shame. They turn one mistake into a lifetime of defeat. But that person, the one who rises, knows the truth. They know losing is not the end. They know losing is a teacher. They know the faster you lose, the faster you can win again. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Think about it. How many times have you wasted weeks avoiding a failure? How many times have you delayed because you feared making a mistake? How many times have you dragged a loss longer than it needed to be? Most people turn small stumbles into giant prisons. That person cuts losses fast. That person faces failure immediately. That person says, "I lost." So what? Get up. Move again. And in that speed, in that rhythm, they find victory. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's a quotable line: failure delayed becomes failure multiplied. Most people hide their losses. They pretend. They cover. They fake strength while their soul bleeds. But that person admits the loss. That person accepts the hit. That person stands up again before the dust even settles. And that is why they rise. Not because they never lose, but because they never stay down. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. A boxer is knocked down. The referee counts. The crowd holds its breath. And in that moment, what matters? Not the knockdown. The rising. The choice to get back up before the count ends. Life is the same. You will be knocked down. You will taste the floor. You will feel the pain. The question is simple: will you rise before the count ends? Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: falling is an event. Staying down is a decision. Most people believe the myth that winners never fail. They think champions live without mistakes. But look at history. Edison failed thousands of times before a bulb lit. Jordan missed more shots than he made. Mandela was imprisoned for decades. But what made them great? They lost quickly. They adapted. They stood again. Again. And again. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Look at your own life. How many dreams have you killed because you refused to lose quickly? How many projects died because you dragged failure instead of facing it? How many times have you turned one rejection into years of silence? What if you had lost faster? What if you had stood again sooner? What if you had refused to stay down? Your story would be different. It still can be. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. This is not weakness. This is strength. This is not recklessness. This is wisdom. Because life is speed. Life is rhythm. Life rewards those who adapt faster than they fall. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. This is the secret rhythm of growth, the pulse of resilience, the beat of every champion's heart. It sounds simple, but it separates the majority from the minority. It separates those who stay small from those who rise. Because most people never learn how to lose. Most people believe losing is final. Most people carry losses like chains, dragging them for years. But that person, the one who rises, knows better. They know every loss is a teacher. They know every fall is feedback. They know speed matters. They know the longer you stay down, the heavier you become. So they rise fast. They rise strong. They rise again. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people live as if life is about avoiding losses. They build fragile systems to never fail, never stumble, never look weak. But life does not work like that. You will fail. You will fall. You will break. And the ones who rise are not those who avoid loss, but those who recover fast. That person refuses to make failure their home. That person refuses to turn one stumble into a grave. That person refuses to let the fall last longer than a breath. That person moves. That person rises. That person learns. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's a quotable line: the faster you fail, the sooner you fight again. Story 1. A young man wanted to start a business. He launched his first idea. It collapsed in 3 months. He lost money, he lost face, he lost confidence. Most people would quit. Most people would carry that loss like a coffin. But he refused. He lost quickly. He closed the chapter, analyzed, adjusted, and launched again. The second idea lasted a year. It failed again. But he got up again. By the third idea, he knew what worked. Today he runs a thriving company. Not because he never lost, but because he lost quickly and refused to stay down. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people drown in feelings. They lose once, and feelings crush them. Shame, guilt, anger. They replay the moment over and over. They tell themselves stories. They build prisons in their own heads. But that person acts differently. That person refuses to be ruled by feelings. That person feels the sting but does not stay there. That person turns feelings into motion. That person knows action cures emotion. They rise while others sulk. They move while others mourn. They build while others bleed. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Story 2. A runner trained for months for a marathon. On race day, he collapsed halfway. His body betrayed him. His pride shattered. Most people would retreat forever, humiliated. But he refused. He recovered, steadied his training, adjusted his nutrition, rebuilt his body. 6 months later, he raced again. This time he finished. Because he learned the truth: losing is part of training. Failure is part of progress. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: falling hurts less than standing still forever. Most people avoid responsibility when they lose. They point fingers. They say, "It wasn't me, it was them. It wasn't me, it was luck." It wasn't me, it was life. And in doing so, they hand away their power. But that person refuses to blame. That person refuses to run from responsibility. That person says, I lost because I wasn't ready. I lost because I didn't prepare enough. I lost because I made mistakes. And because they own the loss, they own the lesson. And because they own the lesson, they rise stronger. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Story 3. A student failed his entrance exam. His friends mocked him. His family pitied him. He wanted to say the test was unfair. But he stopped himself. He refused to blame. He accepted responsibility. He studied harder, smarter, deeper. The next year, he passed with top scores. His loss became his leverage. His refusal became his victory. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's a quotable line: responsibility is the ladder out of failure. Fear. Fear of failure kills more dreams than failure itself. Most people don't even lose, they quit before they try. They hide to avoid falling. But in avoiding failure, they destroy their future. That person takes the risk. That person accepts that failure will come. That person knows courage is not avoiding fear, but refusing to obey it. And when failure hits, they rise faster than fear can chain them. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Story 4. A woman dreamed of speaking in public. But fear froze her. For years she avoided stages. Until one day, she refused. She accepted a small speaking job. She stumbled. She forgot lines. She failed. The old her would have hidden forever. But she refused to stop. She spoke again. And again. Each loss was quicker. Each rise was faster. Today she commands thousands. Not because she never lost, but because she learned to lose quickly. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people mistake consistency for perfection. They think being consistent means never failing. But consistency is not about never falling. Consistency is about refusing to stay down. Consistency is about standing every time you fall. That person knows this. That person loses, but quickly. That person fails, but briefly. That person gets up faster than they go down. And that rhythm creates unstoppable momentum. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: consistency is built in the speed of your recovery. Story 5. A musician wanted to master the violin. Every practice was filled with mistakes. Screeches. Wrong notes. Awkward fingers. Most students quit. Most students let failure linger until it killed their desire. But he refused. He accepted mistakes. He lost quickly. Each wrong note was corrected fast. Each failure was erased by the next attempt. Years later, he played flawlessly. Not because he was born gifted, but because he never wasted time staying down. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Vision. Most people lose sight of the bigger picture. They let one failure erase their vision. They let one rejection blind them to the future. But that person refuses to let go of vision. That person holds on while stumbling. That person keeps the horizon in sight while the ground shakes. That person knows the dream is bigger than the defeat. And because they keep vision alive, they rise after every loss. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's a quotable line: vision is the rope that pulls you out of failure. Most people serve only themselves. And when they lose, they collapse. Because selfish dreams are fragile. But that person ties their fight to others. That person serves. That person gives. That person knows losing is easier to endure when the mission is bigger than the self. They rise faster because others depend on them. They rise faster because meaning is stronger than pain. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Story 6. A coach lost a championship. His team was crushed. He wanted to quit. But his players looked to him. He realized he couldn't stay down because they needed him. He refused despair. He studied, he rebuilt, he trained harder. The next season, they came back stronger. And this time, they won. His refusal was not just for him, but for them. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people live their lives in cycles of defeat stretched too long. They fall and spend months paralyzed. They fail once and never try again. They stay down so long they forget what rising feels like. But that person compresses the cycle. That person makes recovery fast. That person knows the faster they rise, the stronger they grow. Every defeat is shorter. Every rise is faster. Until losses become fuel, not prisons. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: your speed of recovery decides your strength of growth. So look at your life right now. Look at the failures you are dragging. Look at the mistakes you refuse to release. Look at the losses you replay again and again. You are destroying yourself by staying down. What if you stood up now? What if you lost quickly and moved again? What if you refused to let failure last another second? Your future would ignite. Your momentum would return. Your life would change. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people drift in shame. That person moves in resilience. Most people surrender to failure. That person refuses. Most people lose once and collapse. That person loses 10 times and rises 11. That person knows victory is not final and failure is not fatal. That person knows resilience is the crown of humanity. That person knows, learn to lose quickly, and get back up again. This is not advice. This is survival. This is not theory. This is truth. Every life, every dream, every victory depends on this rhythm. You will lose. You will fall. You will fail. But the difference between those who rise and those who vanish is simple. Some stay down and some get up. The faster you rise, the stronger you become. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people waste years staying down. They replay the failure. They tell the story again and again. They relive the shame. They grow roots in the ground of defeat. And the longer they stay there, the heavier they become. But that person, the one who rises, refuses. They refuse to give a loss more time than it deserves. They refuse to let a stumble turn into a prison. They lose quickly, they stand quickly, they move quickly. And because of that, their life accelerates. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's a quotable line: pain is temporary. Delay makes it permanent. Think of the battles you've faced. Think of the dreams you've buried. How many were killed not by loss, but by staying down too long? How many could have lived if you had risen sooner? How many could still live if you rose now? Most people let one defeat erase years of progress. That person refuses. That person says, "Yes, I failed, but I will not stay here." That person knows the clock is ticking. That person knows time is too precious to waste on regret. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people think strength means never falling. But real strength is recovery. Real strength is refusing to stay down. Real strength is getting up with scars, with bruises, with trembling legs, but getting up anyway. That person shows their strength not in avoiding falls, but in surviving them. That person proves their power not in perfection, but in resilience. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: your strength is measured in how fast you rise. Fear will tell you to stay down. Fear will tell you it's safer not to try again. Fear will whisper that if you rise, you'll only fall harder. But fear is a liar. Fear is destruction disguised as protection. Fear wants you frozen. That person refuses fear. That person hears fear and stands anyway. That person knows courage is not living without fear, but refusing to obey it. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people give up after the first loss. They quit the gym after one bad workout. They abandon the dream after one rejection. They silence their voice after one criticism. And in doing so, they destroy themselves. But that person knows rejection is not the end. Criticism is not the end. Defeat is not the end. They know every no can lead to a yes if they stand again. They know every stumble can lead to mastery if they rise again. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: failure is not fatal. Refusing to rise is. Think about history. Edison lost thousands of times. Mandela lost decades in prison. Athletes, inventors, leaders, their stories are made of losses. But they rose faster than despair could hold them. They rose before the world could bury them. They rose because they learned the secret: lose quickly, stand quickly, win eventually. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people waste their mornings replaying yesterday's loss. That person begins the morning with new fire. Most people waste their years telling stories of what went wrong. That person builds new stories of what will go right. Most people live inside their failure. That person walks out of failure every time. That person does not stay down. That person rises. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Here's another quotable line: yesterday's loss does not deserve today's time. So the choice is clear. Will you be most people? Will you let one failure define you? Will you stay down, heavy with regret, buried in excuses? Or will you be that person? Will you refuse to stay down? Will you rise with bruises? Will you stand with scars? Will you move forward when fear screams no? Victory is waiting, but it begins with this rhythm. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. And when you rise, you inspire. When you rise, you teach. When you rise, you give others permission to rise too. Because resilience is contagious. Strength is contagious. Refusal is contagious. Your rising will wake others. Your refusal will guide others. Your story will light others. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Say it out loud. Say it until your chest burns. Say it until your bones know it. Say it until your future echoes with it. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Most people will forget this tomorrow. They will fall and stay down again. But not you. Not now. You have heard the call. You know the truth. You feel the fire. You know what must be done. Be that person today. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Today. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. And again. And again. Until losing no longer breaks you. Until falling no longer frightens you. Until rising becomes your second nature. Until nothing can stop you. Learn to lose quickly and get back up again. Be that person today. Not tomorrow. And get back up again.